What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news might be the catalyst for this stock for upcoming days. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, somewhere at this point, when we had the first bounce out of this range of support, this line, at the price point of roughly $11 mark. And my main assumption was that we should retest it, and depending on the price action, we should make our conclusion. Because if this asset breaks this previous bottom, the range of about 10.15 cents, we will eliminate the bullish share count. And for now, the bull case is following. This might be our first wave, this is the second, this is the third, fourth, and as long as this pivot holds, as long as we don't have the bottom of the fourth wave deeper than the bottom of the initial third wave, we might have another leg to the upside. And I have to say that we broke the range of support at roughly $11 mark, but we didn't break this one. And this means we still have a possibility to see a bounce to the upside. And in my technical analysis in just several minutes, I will show you that we have even more bullish signs from the technical standpoint regarding this asset. So, and let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, I want to show you this article that was published on August 22nd on cnvpost.com, and it's titled China EV Insurance Registrations for Week Ending August 20th. Tesla 13.9 thousand vehicles, Li Auto 8,000 vehicles, NIO 4,100 vehicles. And as you can see, NIO is on the second place right after Li Auto. And it is the second place among the Chinese manufacturers. And let me show you this. NIO had 4,100 insurance registrations last week, up 24.24% from 3.3 thousand the week before. And I have to say that the beginning of this month was not the best in terms of the deliveries. And I will show you why in the example of this news. So, this article was published also on cnvpost.com, and it's titled NIO produces over 300 ES6s per day with some workshops running double shifts, report says. And NIO's F1 plant stopped production for 5 days between July 29th and August the 2nd to undergo a production line upgrade according to local media. And let me go to this. NIO is currently seeing at least 300 ES6s roll off the production line every day, and I want to pay attention on the word at least 300. And some of its workshops have switched from single shift to double shift production, local media outlet Xiangxin said in a report behind the paywall today, citing a person familiar with the company's production lines. In addition, NIO's F1 plant stopped production for 5 days between July 29th and August the 2nd to undergo production line upgrade, according to the report. That seems to explain why insurance registrations for NIO vehicles in China have slipped in the past 2 weeks, even as it completed new model launches and the transition to the NT 2.0 platform for all models except the EC6. In the first week of August, from July 31st to August the 6th, insurance registrations of NIO vehicles in China stood at 4,300 units, down 20.37% from 5,400 units in the previous week, according to data previously shared by Li Auto. In the second week of August, from August the 7th to August 13th, insurance registrations of NIO vehicles in China slipped further to 3,300 units, down 23.26% from the previous week. And let me show you this chart. And I think it is quite impressive, and it is NIO ES6 monthly deliveries. And you can see how many vehicles were delivered previously and how high the number of these delivered vehicles is right now in July of 2023. And this means it is not only the increased number by itself of the deliveries of ES6 model, but you have to remember that the new upgraded ES6 model is based on the NT 2.0 platform. That is much more efficient compared to the NT 1.0 platform if you compare it in terms of its specifications and more importantly for the company in general, if you compare it in the gross margin. And this means, in my opinion, the next two upcoming or three earnings reports, because the Q2 earnings report we will see in a matter of just 5 days. The last three earnings report for this year will be, in my opinion, very positive for NIO. And this means most likely we should see some increase in its price and we might see a bull run if nothing happens in general with the Chinese economy. So, and let me show you the list of analytic firms that made their prediction. We don't have any new updates, but the consensus annual price target is still $13.31, which implies almost 23% of upside potential. On top of that, let me show you this article that was published just 12 hours ago on Investor Place, and it's titled "Attention NIO Investors, Buy NIO Stock Before August 29th." And let me quote you the bullet points. Analysts are confident about NIO in spite of Tesla's price cuts. Furthermore, NIO has an opportunity to demonstrate its improvement during the company's upcoming quarterly report. Investors should stay the course with the long position of NIO in NIO stock. And I have to say that the crucial point for NIO stock is August 29th. And let me show you that they should disclose the earnings report on pre-market hours on Tuesday, August 29th. And for now, these numbers of estimated earnings and revenue are not so high. This means, in my opinion, NIO might break these numbers, and this means we might see an increasing price of the share of their shares. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So, guys, let me show you a couple of bullish signs from the technical standpoint. First of all, as you can see right here, we are on a 4 hours time frame, and if I connect these two bottoms of RSI, which hit quite oversold territory, and these two bottoms as well, we can see the curvature that is pointing up for now. On top of that, if I connect these two bottoms, and these two bottoms, we also have a very bullish sign that is basically a bullish divergence. And bullish divergence is the sign when you can see higher lows on RSI with the lower lows on the price action. And we have two bullish divergences. Basically, we have one, but that consists two parts. And this means we are potentially about to see the movement to the upside that should break its previous swing highs. And let me show you another quite bullish sign. If we switch to daily time frame, first of all, let me show you that MACD indicator is starting to tick to the upside, and it is approaching to the neutral territory. And this means this asset is losing its negative momentum on a daily time frame. On top of that, this movement to the downside from its swing high shows basically it doesn't have any major retracements. And we have to see some kind of pullback according to RSI. This means we might see a pullback on the price action as well. And what should we expect next? Let's continue again on a 4 hours time frame. In my opinion, if it is if basically this is the bottom of the entire price action, and if this pivot holds, if this asset doesn't break the let's say $10.2 mark, we have very high chances to have a bounce, at least a bounce. And to project the targets, the price targets of this bounce, we have to pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its swing high. to the lowest point so far. And the levels, the price targets might be following. We have more than 85% of probability to hit $11.8. We have about 65 to 70% probability to hit $12.63. We have about 50% probability to hit $0.5 and about 35% probability to hit the golden pocket range, which implies, depending on the entry point and depending on the upcoming price action, and again, if this pivot holds and this pivot holds, which implies about 6.11% to the first price target, 13.6% to the second one, about 19.5% to the third one, and about 25, almost 26% to the last golden pocket range, with a downside potential of only 6.72%, which means we have quite decent risk-to-reward ratio on every level except the first one. And this means it is quite decent setup for you if you know how to properly manage your position and how to set up your stop loss orders. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.